You don't build confidence by acting when you feel good. You build confidence by acting when you feel bad. I was literally just super uninspired, demotivated last 5 minutes. I kind of still am. But I was scrolling on Instagram stories and I saw that. I saw someone post that. And I was like, holy shit. That is a aha moment. And when I analyze back in my life, I see my plaques behind me. I look through the times when I was just completely trenching the ground up. I was just editing on my little phone. I had an Android phone, $200, that was laggy. And I would just edit for hours my YouTube videos. And I would just sit there, 0 views. I go to sleep after editing for 9 hours. I wake up the next day and you know what I see? 130 views. And I did that repeat for the last like 2-3 years up until then. Actually, when results started to compound, I automated, got myself out of the business itself. And thinking back, it's like, holy crap. I might have think that success genuinely puts you in a position where you get more lazy. Like, the richer you are, the more money you make, the lazier you become. That's so true. In my perspective, in the way that I've seen how my life has progressed. So, I'll be so honest, if you're watching this, and you're just trying to grind it from the ground up, you're probably going to be the most motivated you are right now. The most hardworking, the most diligent, the best work ethic version of you, because then when you have money, you're just lazy with everything. You can outsource, hire teams, delegate to people smarter than you, and you just sit on your ass with nothing to do left, uninspired, low motivation, low energy. It's not really a fun show. You make good money, but then you're also uninspired. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I do not know. It's probably both. It's about the perception of how you view it. I don't like these glasses. I'm going to take them off. However, that is why I made this video. I wasn't going to post any YouTube videos today. I didn't feel like posting any YouTube videos today. But I knew the right thing to do at the end of the day is to make content every single day and document your journey regardless of where you're at. It does not hurt you in any way. And the one thing I regret, and I really wish upon you watching this to do this, is just to document your journey more. Document your thoughts. Document your learning curves and how you can reflect that back into your current growth and self-progression. Because that's the one thing I wish upon myself that I did more of. I didn't do that. I just documented small clips here and there. And look where it has gotten me. Still pretty decent results. There's no downsides at all to documenting the current situation you're in too much. It's not a thing. I think honestly some of the top players in the game, in the personal brand space, if they had just 5 extra clips of them before their rise up, before their success, they would have gotten so much more viral, so much more clip farming potential, or just so much more raw authenticity, trust that have been built up with their, audience, right? If Brez Scales just had so much more clips of himself at 17, 18, 19 years old, just grinding away when he was only making less than 10K per month, he would be a lot more viral. There's no downside to documenting too much. There's no downsides to doing too much work, period. Work is the problem. Work is the solution to any problem you have all of the time, and work is never the wrong answer to do. What kind of work you might be asking? Whether that be training in the gym physically, or working within your business, even just working in school, whether you're a school person, or maybe you're working a blue-collar job, working on whatever you're supposed to work on, there's never not work for you to do. It's always the right thing to do, no matter how uninspired, no matter how low motivated you feel. Obviously, some working yields you higher results, and some work yields you lower results. And for me personally at this point, making YouTube videos like this, or just sitting on my chair and screen recording my YouTube automation results, like that doesn't bring me too much of an ROI back. There's other higher leverage tasks I can be doing, which yields me more money in return. I have other companies that I focus on at the moment, and other projects on the side, which yields me a lot more ROI for the amount of energy I allocate, which is why I only allocate my energy towards that. And then after that, I'm done. I don't have any much more work to do because it doesn't make sense for me personally to allocate As an example, $1 to make back $2 when I can allocate $1 to make back $5. The ROI is just not there. Why would I do all this crap when I could just click on the same button that brings me back $5, $5, rather than $5, $2, $1, $1, $2. You get my point, right? Of course you do. But it's still not a bad thing. It's still not a downside for you to do other types of work. It just won't yield you the right immediate ROI that you're looking for. That's my personal struggle for the last couple of weeks, last couple of months. But again, the magic that you are looking for comes from the work you're avoiding. That's what Hormozy said. And his wife, let me pull up the freaking script again. You don't build confidence by acting when you feel good, right? Everyone can feel confident and everyone can present themselves well and do the work well when they are in the right tonality, in the right mentality. But those who are lazy, those who don't feel, inspired or motivated, or heck, they're just tired. If you can show up for those moments and actually progress in your life, do something that is slightly valuable, you just backed yourself up 100% of the way. You just brought your fruition and your words into reality so that next time, the conviction you have in your ability to perceive on an act that you have is going to be so much higher. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's very important that you do. You build confidence by acting when you feel bad. So the question I have for you is, when was the last time you actually properly acted on something when you felt bad? When was the last time you felt bad? Because how much times you feel bad can also dictate the trajectory of how your path goes. I don't like the light behind me, so I'm going to close that. It's like, when was the last time? I personally feel bad every single day. But that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Doesn't mean my life is hard. Doesn't mean my life is bad. It's just that I'm not thriving all of my energy and focus towards feeling happy. Otherwise, I would literally be out on the street smoking crack, doing random ass shit that dumb people do, seeking for nothing else but happiness. But as a byproduct, when you're chasing for fulfillment, you're chasing for a purpose, you will become happy as a byproduct. That's what I personally found. And happy as in content and obviously not even satisfied, but confident in your achievements, but not satisfied. You don't want to feel satisfied. I never like feeling satisfied at all. Whenever I hit record high days, record high achievements, milestones I never thought I would have hit, I'm happy, but I'm not satisfied. There's always a bigger fish for you to hit. So you have to understand that super, super importantly. And obviously, when you act based on your emotions, when I personally act on my emotions, it can kind of go two ways. When you act on your emotions in the sense that you feel bad, so you delay an action or you feed into comfort, that will lower your conviction and lower your confidence. Guarantee you that. Vice versa, you're the polar opposite. You feel sad, low energy, but then you act on the thing that you're supposed to do anyways, or the thing that you would have done when you were joyful, motivated, high energy. And you just did that. Your confidence will just go sky high. Your ability to believe in your words and the fruition of your words will come into effect. And the heaviness and the weight of your words will also be higher as well. I'm always using my hands and showing things while I'm speaking. I'm animated. I've learned that. But I'm not the best at it. It looks kind of weird when I'm going like this all the time. So that's one thing I have to focus on, right? Everyone, I think, can be better at this. I don't really know anyone that's like absolutely perfect. Just completely acting without your emotions. There comes to a degree where you get diminishing returns. It's like, okay, obviously if you have some crazy life stuff going on, family members, I don't know what the hell you could be dealing with, obviously then use logistics to back up this principle. However, there's always no downsides or minimal times in your life you will find a downside to just work and do the things you're supposed to do regardless of how you feel. You probably know exactly what you're supposed to do right now when you're watching this video. I get there's probably like 3 people at this point still watching this video at this point. I'm intentionally posting this video on my mini channel with a terrible title and no editing. If you're still watching this, comment edit. If you comment edit and I see you comment edits on this video, DM me on Instagram about that. I'll definitely help you out with whatever you need help with, because I kind of have the ability to do so. I have time on my hands. I've outsourced a lot of my stuff that I have to do over to my team. And now I'm honestly just looking for better ways to improve my skill, better ways to improve my capabilities, and the things that can actually improve me as a person. And like how I said, that's kind of why I'm making this video. I'm not making it for the sake of money. I'm not making it for the sake of building my personal brand. I'm making this video solely for the sake of getting better at speaking. That's one reason. I already make enough money, in my personal and humble opinion. And so, what else is there to say? I think that's kind of it on my mind. DM me if you have any questions on Instagram. I'll see you guys in the next video.